We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aztecs offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Napier. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back?
Touchdown, San Diego State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Fresno State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Warner. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Runs through the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've really they sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Warner. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Sutton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Nice move to keep running. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route, the big fella. If he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
That's reeled in. It's Sutton. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's caught. It's Sutton. Turning it on. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown Aztecs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 18 over Oklahoma State.
Dropping back, it's Warner.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Gashes the heart of the knee. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. To the air, it's Warner. Pucks it out of the air. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Fresno State right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Napier. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. It's a fake he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Back to pass, it's Warner. They're working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Fresno State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.